there's 3 ways.
It's just like playing online for these 3. They play an awful lot.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be the one that filled it.
Check. Check.
Everybody with a whole bunch of nothing. Ben-Amin with the gut shot straight draw. Dwan.
And if he catches it, it'd probably be very good because he could catch Tom Dwan at the same time. He'd make a smaller straight.
Bet.
Mike, I know my initials are ATM.
8,600.
And a big bet.
ATM.
Phil Ivy's gone.
600 total bet.
OV. OR.
Cool.
Sicko.
Pot is nearly $28,000.
Sickest. Sicko. Sorry.
And a 5 certainly would be the magic card.
17. Yeah. 17 change.
Here comes the turn.
Oh, and there it is, the 5 of hearts. It's an unbelievable card there. Tom Dwan makes the wheel, ace to 5 straight. But David Ben-Amin with the absolute nuts right now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 high straight. And you can see he cannot lose this pot. And it's just a matter of how can he maximize the value of this hand.
The speed that Tom Dwan's been playing, I can't see this pot going anything other than all in. Whether it happens now or on the river.
Well, Tom Dwan, an absolutely fantastic internet player, knows how to get away from second best hands. Can he do it here?
I very much doubt it.
Ever the skeptic.
21-3.
Betting 21,300.
And he bets 21,300. The pot is now $49,200. Action back to Ben-Amin.
I think the faster that David Ben-Amin plays this pot, the more money he's going to get.
Ben-Amin has over $400,000 behind. Dwan with nearly $200,000 behind. And this has the makings of an absolute monster. $50,000 pot, $23,000 to call. But between you and I don't think Ben-Amin's just going to call this one. Can Durr get away from this hand?
I really don't think so.
$21,300.
Very hard to put your opponent on 6-7.
63 total bet.
And he makes it 63,000 total. 40,000 more. And this pot had up to $112,000. Action back to Durr. It's almost impossible to put Ben-Amin on the 6-7, the gut shot. Remember, there was a bet on the flop and Ben-Amin called. Absolute stone face from Ben-Amin. Action on. Tom Dwan.
The black one's in his hand worth $25,000 each.
That's all right. I mean, that's what you expect. If you let that get to you, you're making a mistake.
Absolutely insane amount of money here at this table.
Right. when you're like me and it's steaming and upset.
And what is the internet phenom going to do here? It's $40,000 back to him. As you've already said, it's almost impossible to see him getting away from this one.
One good mouth.
Remember, Benjamin has shown bluffs all day long.
Can't let this guy beat me with a pot.
No reason to think he's not bluffing right here.
I'm all in.
And he's all in.
Cool.
Tom Dwan is all in. David Benjamin quickly is going to call this. And Tom Dwan is drawing dead.
You have 6-7. Nice hand.
It ain't over yet. You don't have ace deuce. I thought you had ace deuce of hearts.
There really is not a lot that poor Tom Dwan could have done there. And he looks absolutely sick.
Completely inconsequential river. Dwan was drawing dead. And look at those chips getting shifted over to the Frenchman.
What if I? Can you get 150? 150? 150.
Like 150 right there. Wow.
Nice hand.
Button in front of Tom Dwan.
No.
Now, in this case, the button is actually going to act first pre-flop, but get to act last post-flop.
6-7 of hearts will open the pot. It's the hand that Tom Dwan has in front of him right now. Phil Ivey with an ace.
Ivey going to raise this up to 23,000.
Yes.
In position, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see a call from Tom Dwan here. 17,000 more, though. That's an overraise.
Tom Dwan thinking about what to do here. He's got 7-6 of hearts.
Ironically enough, we have a coin toss before the flop.
I mean, Robert, who has the edge in this game? I'm looking. Patrick Antonius, Tom Dwan, Phil Ivey. Three of the best in the world. Who's got the edge?
I'd be guessing if I told you. I don't really know.
Well, go ahead and guess. I'm curious.
I have to say Phil Ivey overall, but it's a close one. Real close.
Well, Tom Dwan is going to call. We're going to see a flop.
3-5.
Jack 5-3. Both players pick up a gut shot. If the 4 falls, talk about an action card.
Especially if it's not a club.
If a 4 falls, we're going to see some action. Ivy with a 4 would make the wheel. A 4 would give Dwan the nuts, as long as it's not a 4 of clubs, like you said.
Yep.
Phil Ivey bets out 35,000 into this pot.
Pot is an astonishing $84,500. There's no going back from this.
This is a tough call for Tom Dwan, actually. He's got enough gamble. He's capable of calling here.
Well, it's not just calling for a 4, you're calling to float as well. And
Cool.
In position.
he can call to represent clubs. He can call to represent that he's got a pair of 5s, a jack.
Cool.
Oh, my gosh! Wow.
Oh, wow. This is unbelievable. Ivy cannot win this pot, but he's made a straight.
Both players have a straight.
Talk about the gin card. Ivy makes the wheel. Dwan has the absolute nuts.
We could see the largest pot ever in televised poker history.
There's 75,000.
80, 85,
90.
90,000.
90,000. Phil Ivey bets $90,000. If you're Tom Dwan, what do you do?
Wow, with a flush draw out there, I'm sorry, I'm going to go ahead and raise right here. But I'm not going to raise my whole stack. I'm going to raise it about 200,000 more. Make it look like I can still lay my hand down. Maybe 150 more even.
Now, Ivy's one of the best in the world, but can he get away from a wheel? He's made the straight. Both players have made the straight. Tom Dwan with the absolute nuts. Oh, talk about a gin card on the turn. Well, the biggest pot in the history of televised poker is just over 900,000. We have a chance of breaking that right here. Tom Dwan with the nuts. The 7 high straight. Phil Ivey with the 5 high straight.
He's definitely going to raise here.
The pot is $209,000. The action is on Tom Dwan.
Unbelievable.
142.6.
And the raise is 142,000 more. And this is where we're going to see how good is Phil Ivey. He's staring at Dwan's stack, trying to figure out where he's at.
258.
Can I have it all? Can I get all those chips?
I don't think Ivey can get away from this hand, but I'll tell you what, he is considered the best cash game player in the world. If anybody can get away, it's Phil Ivey.
I mean, at this point, I don't even know if Ivey wants to get away.
I'm all in.
And he's
all in! Oh my gosh.
Ivey is all in. Dwan calls with the nuts. Ivey cannot win this pot.
Wow. Good hand.
Oh my gosh.
That's no good.
We have just broken poker television history. 1.1 million in this pot.
And he's drawing dead.
It is the biggest pot in the history of televised poker. And it's going to Tom Dwan. He's got the nut straight.
We just saw poker history made right here tonight.
26, 36, 96.
And they're counting the chips right now. The Jack of Hearts in the river, completely irrelevant. A 1.1 million chip pot going to Tom Dwan.